Is it a good idea to take my mom on a hike in the Sonoran Desert? Where are we? What are we about to do? Oh, she's a little clumsy, but she's outspoken. She tells me she hikes all the time. Any good son, I want to see if she's following her own advice these days. And then we'll be all the way up there.
Up there?
Yeah.
No, I can't, no way. My dad came back from the war, changed person.
Ah, nice flat route here.
Oh, another friggin' thing up there. Oh, no.
It's probably the most difficult part of the hike for someone elderly like my mum.
And we both discovered something out here we didn't expect.
Wow, what do you think of that?
I think that's brilliant. Yeah.
All right, here we are. Where are we? What are we about to do? Oh. Off to a good start. And stay on the safe side. Oh no, I don't think we should do this.
Okay.
Step on that side. You don't have to. Oh, goodness. Okay. Where are we? What are we going to do?
We're hiking Shaw Butte.
And the hike will take how long? Get my watch ready.
An hour.
All right. And what's the distance?
What's the distance? 3 miles?
It's 5. But all right.
5.
We're good to go.
Yeah.
Sure that it works then. Entering the trail. I would suggest we do a loop.
I don't know where the loop goes. The loop might be a lot.
Look, it'll be fun, all right? You're fit, we're ready to go.
Okay, do you know where the loop is?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is kind of the entryway to the hiking trail.
One of the
We'll go-
entryways, because you can go the other way too.
There's another entrance. We're gonna ascend to 2,000 feet. We're starting at about 1,400. This hike is gonna take us on a 5-mile journey. It'll be treacherous, but she's done it before. Good for her age. I've done it before as well.
Ageist.
Let's see what happens. Some people have never hiked in Phoenix before.
Okay.
So what would be your top tips?
Take plenty of water. You never underestimate that. And actually, when you drank half of your water, you should turn back. Very easy for people who are unaccustomed to hiking to
Get dehydrated.
misunderstand the terrain, get dehydrated. You think you're a hero, you think you can do it. It's okay. Please don't think that. I don't suffer fools gladly. I really don't like them. I don't like foolish people. Please don't come and do it in the summer, because you'll probably die. Even if you're an experienced athlete. I mean, it just makes no sense. It's very difficult because it's hot, man.
Exaggeration, but yeah, it
No,
gets.
I know.
People
Yeah.
underestimate how hot it gets, and
Yeah, and even in the cooler weather, don't underestimate, because you're gonna feel hotter, especially if your body's not used to it. So I would say, in conclusion, it's the water and the temperature. I don't like a lot of small talk. When I'm more of a deep talker than, you know.
A
In fact,
superficial
I'm
talker.
really not a person like, how was your weekend? Please don't ask me that. Don't do it in trainers. Oh, for the Americans, tennis shoes. You really need hiking boots. It's very rocky, but it's invigorating. You're in nature. Sometimes people encounter snakes,
or scorpions.
so watch for that. For instance, people often go, "Hi, how are you today?" And I go, "Fine, thanks." But the real response should be, "I am fine, how are you?" But I don't care.
Okay.
Oh, and I have another one too.
Okay.
Do not go off the path. Because you go off the path, get disoriented very quickly, lose your way. You go back to the reason before as well. Scorpions and snakes are much more likely to get you if you're off the path. Oh, it's another thing.
So much knowledge.
Sunscreen is a must.
It's a must.
Even if it's a dull day, it's a must.
No matter your skin tone.
Now look, there's a place up that way. Let's go up that way, be adventurous.
No, we're on a schedule and a plan. Didn't you just say don't go off the trail?
Yeah, but it is
We're going this way.
Yeah, but this is a hike up a thing. Let's
But we
do
want
it.
to go up this one.
Okay,
Trust me.
I'm voted out.
We want to get to 2,000 feet.
We do?
This is the same hike we went on like a year ago.
Oh, it is? Yeah. Okay. You test this out, Errol B. Next time someone asks you, oh, hello, how are you doing today? And you go, fine, thanks. And then they'll go, oh, I'm all right, thanks. They'll automatically respond like a robot. And I'm like, I laugh because I haven't even asked you. Try it.
Hey, how are you doing today?
Not with me.
A little more treacherous now. We'll go on the other side of this thing, and then we'll be all the way up there.
Up there?
Yeah.
No, I can't, no way.
That's what we did last time. Why is it important for people of your age to challenge themselves like this?
Move it or lose it. It's as simple as that. Atrophy, your body just dies. We're not meant to sit on couches all day. That's why our muscles get atrophied. I don't know if that's the right pronunciation of the word, or even if it's the right word.
I think it is.
I only hike from November to March.
Because of the heat?
Sometimes into April, yeah, because of the heat.
What other physical activities do you try and do?
Well, I like to dance, but that proved a big failure this year because I hurt my knee, so that's what I like to do. Zumba, dance fusion, it's all the same. And I do strength training at the gym on the machines. Consistency is key. And supposedly you form habits after doing things a certain amount of times.
5 days.
5 days?
Yeah.
Only 5 days?
So you switch things from being new to becoming a new habit.
It's your attitude towards aging, because it's not like way back, like when my mum was 50, she was ancient. And I know young people still think now 50 is probably ancient, but it is a different world now. 70-year-olds, 80-year-olds, people live older, live quite good lives, healthy, mobile lives. But you've got to put effort in. Effort in, results out.
Wisdom. The wisdom is amazing.
Yeah. What do you think about that? Do you have any disagreements there?
No. Why are you always seeking a counterpoint?
Well, I just think that's like interesting to...
It's only interesting if someone disagrees with you.
No, because you might have
I disagree. Okay, here we go.
Oh, it looks steep. So if I'm telling my brain that, my brain's going to react and go, yeah, you can't do that. Because your brain works against you sometimes.
Got a good 10-15% grade here. Slow and steady.
I don't believe in participation trophies.
Why are you looking at me when you say that?
There's nowhere else to look. I don't believe you should just get a badge or something just for turning up. I mean, come on, you've got to put some effort in.
Young people are coming out into a pretty harsh world. They should be encouraged to keep going.
But they're not. They're not given coping skills, or
But whose fault is that? If millennials and Gen Z don't have coping skills, that's Gen X's and the baby boomers' fault. That's you. You're a baby boomer.
Yeah, I am a baby boomer.
The hat is on.
Just take a bit of water.
How you guys doing?
Hey, how's it
Fine,
going?
thank you.
Average it.
There's your motivation.
Yeah. All right. Let's do this round.
If you can do it, you can do it.
If you're lucky, people will be there for you and help you along the way.
Good job.
But I don't think I spoiled you lot, and I think you had a lot of coping skills and rejection skills, actually. I think you do.
Well done.
Kids are like sponges. Everything you do, everything you say, they're taking it all in. So let's give the kid the positive, right?
Encouragement.
Encouragement, confidence, but we don't want cocky kids. We want confidence, humility. We want people to be humble.
I've got the backpack now.
But we want kids to stand up for themselves, but we don't want them to be a bully, right?
Feeling all right?
Yeah. So everything in moderation.
We can go as slow as you like. Little water break, because it was probably about 62, 65 degrees when we came out.
Yeah, it's getting warmer.
It's getting up to 70, but your body heats up.
Yeah.
So it feels warmer than it is. You can only cool down with water, and if you're out of water, there's no real way for your body to cool down other than to sweat, which means you're losing moisture. So you want to stay hydrated. There's downtown Phoenix. So at this incline, which is probably upwards of 30%, it's probably the most difficult part of the hike for someone elderly like my mum. But she's trying hard. We're gonna go slow and keep motivating her. No, where'd she go? You're doing great.
And this is going to sound harsh. There's only one person you've got to look out for you, and it's you. You've got to find strength and the answers within yourself.
Yeah, good job. We're way up here. I was impressed Mum was able to hit this incline so well, but the hike was starting to wear on her. As you ascend, air gets thinner, your head gets lighter, and you're feeling it now, huh? She's doing great. All right, this is a good vantage point to see some or most of Phoenix. Way over there you have Scottsdale, which includes some of the most expensive homes in the state. Here is downtown Phoenix, split through the middle by Central Avenue. So everything on the east are streets, everything on the west are avenues. And way down in the distance, if you see that white domed building that's very small on the screen, that's the stadium out in the West Valley. That's where my high school is. That's where we moved to when we came here from England. And Luke Air Force Base is way further out toward the White Tank Mountains, which are on the right. Now you may see a lot of haze, a lot of gray stuff. That's because all of the pollution of the people in the cars sits in this bowl, and that's why they call this place the Valley of the Sun. Because on each side, the west, the east, the south, that's South Mountain back that way, we have kind of this bowl feature. Gorgeous place, wonderful to visit. Come hike sometime. Right, let's go.
This all is proving my earlier points, because now it feels very warm, like it's 90 degrees.
But when you sweat and when you're in the sun with no shade.
And I need more water, but I've got to conserve my water, so.
Let's keep going.
All right, let's go.
And as you get higher up, the air is slightly thinner, not by much, but it gets more difficult to breathe, you get more exhausted. So good to remember when you're hiking, you take your time to pace yourself, to take it easy. Wear bright colors in case you need emergency services to find you. That's another top tip. Nice flat route here.
Oh, another friggin' thing up there. Oh no.
We won't be hitting the very top, but we're walking around it. Now, after I recorded this clip, Mum admits to me she cannot keep going. She's having a hard time catching her breath. Unable to cool down, her biggest fear is that she's having heat stroke. She even offered to walk back to the car and wait for me for when I was done, right before our final climb. But then something occurred to me.
Everything's relative to what's happened to you before.
This hike is a break from the monotony of life. Maybe it isn't about the physical feat of climbing a few hundred feet, but spending time soaking up knowledge from a parent who has lots to say, even if it is common sense.
Google it.
So I convinced her to keep going by taking a philosophy break. Okay, this is the final boss.
Oh boy.
This is it. This is the end. But look, it's paved. And right where there's a turn, it's all the way down. Yeah, sit in the shade. We'll take a break. Just about at the top, we've taken a quick moment to appreciate the view and the shade.
Well, in reality, taking a rest.
Some of us, I won't say who. So people get very philosophical when they hike. So in your point of view, the best method of parenting, which generation gets it right? Because how did your parents manage you?
I was spoiled.
You were spoiled.
Yeah.
And this is in Liverpool?
In Liverpool. Did you know, actually, that after a woman gives birth to a child, part of that child's DNA is still inside the woman's body? Did you know that?
Not really.
No, this is a fact. Look it up. Google it or something.
So that means that...
That's why mothers are so attached to their children and they feel their pain. Not saying fathers don't, but there's nothing just like them. That's why mothers go to the end of the earth for their kids, and then they'll spoil them because they try to hide them from the ills of the world. But you're not doing anyone any favours.
By shielding them too much.
Yes. I came into the family as the youngest, a girl. My mother was older. Of course, you're going to be like, oh, joy, 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 after 3 boys, you know. But that's not life. It's not life.
And then they get out of the household into the real world.
I wasn't prepared for life, but I'm not blaming my mum and dad there because I understand there's no book. Well, there are books now for parenting.
You've been saying that a long time. There's no book about how to parent.
There isn't, but there
20,
wasn't
30
then.
years ago, 40 years ago.
There wasn't then. You didn't know. But spoiling a kid is never good.
Bad to spoil a kid.
Yeah.
Bad to not parent a kid. Your mum and dad experienced World War II.
My dad was in World War II. My dad was in Africa in World War II. He was called a desert rat. And he was taken, embarrassed that I don't know all this story. Dad came back from the war, changed person.
Before they even knew what PTSD was.
Before they even knew. War's a crazy thing.
And you think if your dad would have had help, he would have maybe not have been as changed?
Yeah, my dad seemed all right to me.
But to you, you're a kid.
To me, yeah, he was all right to me. But, you know, my mum had just told me little things. But then back in those days, mums and children didn't have that kind of relationship like I will have with my children. We talk about everything, right? I don't remember my mum talking to me about everything. And when I think about it, I'm sure she probably wanted to, but it just wasn't the time.
Always good to reflect on the hike.
Always good to reflect on the hike.
You ready to wrap it up?
Yeah, let's do it now. But I swear though, you keep saying, just up there, just up there. You've been saying that for half an hour.
This is it. This is the peak.
So what is just up there?
A lookout point, and then
So as far as the eye can see.
a little bit further than the eye can see.
See what I
And
mean?
then it's downhill all the way.
Which is, yeah. And there's, and there you have it. It's downhill all the way.
Let's go.
It's a bit like this whole. Okay.
As it turns out, that chat was exactly the break Mum needed. Effort in, results out, find the answers within yourself. Maybe she is taking her own advice. Perhaps you don't always have to rely on yourself to get through. We're at the top.
League champions.
Scenic moment, top of the mountain.
Is that the mountain? Look, the squirrel.
In all my school years living in Phoenix, I never got to lay eyes on these creatures, Harris's antelope squirrels. It could be a sign of preparedness. The Pima, the Apache, and the Hopi, who lived here for thousands of years, had oral traditions where wisdom from elders was passed down through conversation.
That's brilliant.
Wow, what do you think of that?
I think that's brilliant. Yeah.
They held animals as sacred, so maybe this is a metaphor for a heightened awareness that's possible when we chat with our elders.
It's a great view, actually, of the valley. Look at that.
Yeah.
Okay, so where is what? Where is us?
That's north.
North?
So that's North Phoenix. And then to the right is North Scottsdale.
All right.
To the upper left, Peoria. You made it. Well done.
That was hard.
Now let's go downhill.
Yay. Okay, stats.
We hiked almost 5 miles.
Wow,
We gained more than 800 feet of elevation
That's a lot.
and burned likely almost 700 calories.
That's crazy.
Not bad for an afternoon.
No, and not bad for me. It was 79, it says outside.
So almost 80 degrees.
So it was hot.
It was hot out there.
Yeah.
And people would have seen you wearing that Liverpool football club hat. That's what this boxing glove is all about.
Yeah, that's
Your
what
favourite
that's what that is.
football team. I
Yeah,
think
because, just to remind everybody, we are champions. Those who know. You'll never walk alone.
very nice. And well done powering through your almost toss out.
Well, yeah, and you were pretty good, I have to say, with your encouragement. It wasn't too bold. No, it was just enough. So that was good. Power through, people.
Power through.
Keep
Thanks for bringing me
on.
along on your hike.
Yeah, thank you for encouraging me to go. It's mutual, yeah?
If you've had an experience like this with a loved one, post in the comments. And to share in my next adventure, watch this.